Whenever a man does a thoroughly stupid thing, it is always from the noblest motives. Children begin by loving their parents. As they grow older, they judge them. Sometimes they forgive them. Everything in moderation, including moderation. The advantage of the emotions is that they lead us astray. We are each our own devil, and we make this world our hell. There is no sin except stupidity. Laughter is not at all a bad beginning for a friendship, and it is far the best ending for one. A bore is someone who deprives you of solitude without providing you with company. One should always play fairly when one has the winning cards. Life is far too important a thing ever to talk seriously about. Man is a rational animal who always loses his temper when he is called upon to act in accordance with the dictates of reason. The old believe everything, the middle-aged suspect everything, the young know everything. Only dull people are brilliant at breakfast. Art is the most intense mode of individualism that the world has known. I have nothing to declare except my genius. The only difference between the saint and the sinner is that every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. If there was less sympathy in the world, there would be less trouble in the world. The only way to get rid of temptation is to yield to it. I am too fond of reading books to care to write them. Morality is simply the attitude we adopt towards people whom we personally dislike. There is a luxury in self-reproach. When we blame ourselves, we feel no one else has a right to blame us. Behind every exquisite thing that existed, there was something tragic. It is better to be beautiful than to be good, but it is better to be good than to be ugly. Whenever people agree with me, I always feel I must be wrong. Memory is the diary that we all carry about with us. He has no enemies, but is intensely disliked by his friends. Those who find ugly meanings in beautiful things are corrupt. Without being charming, this is a fault. Consistency is the last refuge of the unimaginative. Art is the only serious thing in the world, and the artist is the only person who is never serious. Life is never fair, and perhaps it is a good thing for most of us that it is not. I put all my genius into my life. I put only my talent into my works. Nothing can cure the soul but the senses, just as nothing can cure the senses but the soul. To expect the unexpected shows a thoroughly modern intellect. Society often forgives the criminal. It never forgives the dreamer. I am the only person in the world I should like to know thoroughly. The true mystery of the world is the visible, not the invisible. I like men who have a future and women who have a past. Never love anyone who treats you like you're ordinary. Women are meant to be loved, not to be understood. How can a woman be expected to be happy with a man who insists on treating her as if she were a perfectly normal human being? To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. The mystery of love is greater than the mystery of death. Men always want to be a woman's, First love women like to be a man's last romance. The one charm about marriage is that it makes a life of deception absolutely necessary for both parties. I have no objection to anyone's sex life as long as they don't practice it in the street and frighten the horses. One should always be in love. That is the reason one should never marry. Between men and women there is no friendship possible. There is passion, enmity, worship, love, but no friendship. The world has grown suspicious of anything that looks like a happily married life. Men marry because they are tired, women because they are curious. Both are disappointed. As long as a woman can look 10 years younger than her own daughter, she is perfectly satisfied. Women love us for our defects. If we have enough of them, they will forgive us everything, even our gigantic intellects.